Good evening. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness Community. Hope everyone's doing well this evening. We are going to be talking about menopause and muscles. So if you've got anyone that would like to join us, let them know we're here now. Do let them know we're here. How is everyone's weekend going? Hope you're having a great weekend. And we're going to be here for an hour. Just here for an hour this evening and talking about menopause and muscle. So for the past, 2 weeks now, we have been doing a theme about the body and been looking at different parts of the body and how the menopause impacts the body. So what did we speak about? We spoke about menopause and eyes. We've spoken about menopause and teeth. And we've also had discussions around menopause. And we're going to menopause and hair is coming up. But yes, so good evening, everyone. Welcome. How are you this evening? I see that. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Miss T. London. Welcome, Linda Ann. Welcome. Crystal, hi. Hi, Kerry. So we're going to be having just talking about, we're going to continue with the theme and we're going to talk about muscles, how the menopause impacts your muscles. And it's quite interesting. This estrogen comes up a lot of the time. So we know we talk about the hormones, the estrogen, the progesterone, and also, hi Kerry, how are you? Hi, A Journey Through, how are you? How's your weekend going? Hi, Crystal. Hi, Alison, Vanessa. So let me know how your weekend's been going. It's gone so quickly though, hasn't it? The weekend's gone so quick. It's really getting cold. It's absolutely getting cold. I didn't get in too long ago, so I just grabbed my phone to come up and just going to go through. What I'm going to do, I'm probably going to get started. So we've been doing this theme every live and talking about the different parts of the body. And it's been really interesting to share with everyone just how, because sometimes I don't think we actually stop to think about how much the menopause can actually have an impact on our whole body. So today we're going to be talking about muscles and how the menopause can impact your muscles. So I'm going to go through like I do always talking about it. So from our strength, okay, and posture. So we know that our muscles help with the strength and posture and how we also thinking about how we burn calories. Our muscles play a huge role in how we feel every day, as we know, okay? So if you've noticed you're losing tone or feel weaker, even through your habits haven't changed, even though your habits haven't changed, you're not imagining it. Okay, so we know. Hi Claire, how are you? Welcome. Have to big up my the community ambassadors. Claire's in the house. Welcome, Claire. So let everyone know we are talking about menopause and muscles. We're going to continue with this whole theme of just getting to know what's going on, right? What could be going on for us when we are navigating through this menopause. Good to see you. So as we're talking about, so how does menopause affect muscles? Okay. So we know that, I've got my notes here. We know that the role of hormones, estrogen comes up a lot of times, doesn't it? So again, estrogen helps maintain muscle mass, strength, and recovery. So that's what the estrogen does. And you notice this estrogen does a lot of things, okay? It's a main player, right? So what happens physically? Loss of lean muscle. So that's what happens as our estrogen starts to fluctuate and starts declining. Loss of lean muscle. That's what takes place. Metabolism slows down. Increased fat storage. So this is why we tend to put on weight around the midriff. Okay, so increased fat storage, especially around the abdomen. Reduce strength and endurance. Even simple activities can feel harder, right? So who's noticed, has anyone noticed that, as they've started to navigate through the menopause, maybe, and it could even be just lifting a box from one place to another. Before you had the strength or felt that you had the strength, and maybe recently of late, you're not feeling as strong as you used to. Okay. So again, you're not going insane. This is a thing. So reduce strength and endurance, even simple activities like I've mentioned, can feel harder. So that lifting the shopping, lifting the boxes can feel a lot harder than it used to. And before, you can stop and think to yourself, oh my gosh, I used to be able to lift that. I know I used to be able to lift a lot of things, but now I'm finding it a lot harder. Okay, so also slower recovery time after exercise or injury. This will take place as well. And joint stiffness or aches, making movement less appealing. So again, I've heard many women turn around and say, I've been sitting there for quite some time. When you get up, we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. When you stand up after sitting down for long periods of time, it feels achy. Your body just feels achy. So yeah, this is, thank you for the heart me. Hi, Samantha. Another ambassador in the house. I cannot do without my ambassadors, I'm telling you. Absolutely can't do without my ambassadors. So this is what we're talking about this evening, menopause and muscle, and how the menopause can have an impact on our muscles, right? So remember, we're talking about estrogen. Estrogen, a big boy. This is a big player, right? So what else happens then? We talked about the loss of muscle, increased fat storage, especially around the abdomen, reduced strength and endurance, also slower recovery time after exercise or injury, and joint stiffness or aches, making movement less appealing. So it's not about looking toned, it's about protecting our strength, balance and independence, right? So let's look at some symptoms or signs and symptoms to notice, right? So I just want to encourage you all. I really want to encourage you to tune into how your body is feeling. We say this all the time. Listen to your body, okay? And tune into how your body is feeling. If you are feeling aches and pains, recognize it and take note of it. That's what we need to be doing. I think we need to stop downplaying how we're feeling. So what else are we doing? We're going to listen to our bodies. We are going to tune in. Also, feeling unsteady on steps or during balance activities, thinking about that. You might feel unsteady because, again, remember, your journey can start having an impact. The menopause journey can start having an impact on your muscles, okay? So these are the signs and symptoms, okay, that you may start recognizing. So unsteady on your feet, and when you're walking up the steps, you feel unbalanced. Your clothes fitting differently due to the body composition changes, feeling fatigue more easily, or noticing slower recovery after workouts. So these are going to be some of the signs and symptoms. So these changes are common, but they're not inevitable. So we can absolutely build our strength back. So just be sure that if you are feeling a lot weaker than you used to be, you can build your muscle back, okay? We're going to talk about tips around as well. So just let me know in the chat if you are if you are experiencing this, whilst you've been navigating through your menopause journey, have you experienced or noticed any difference around your muscles? Are you feeling maybe weaker than you used to before? Have you noticed that you're not able to pick the same weight up as you used to? Let me know in the chat. I'm just going to see who I've missed. Hey, Samantha, how are you? Thank you for the likes, everyone. Thank you very much for the likes. Thank you for the follows. Claire, in the morning I feel it terribly. Are you feeling a lot? Is your muscles feeling stiff in the morning? Thank you for joining the Menopause Wellness community. We are talking about, thank you for the follow, Rita. We are talking about menopause and the muscles. We have been doing the themed talks for the last probably about 2 weeks. This is our second week now. And if you've missed any of the lives, you can go and catch them up on our YouTube channel. Okay. So Samantha, yes, after swimming I have aches and pains, which I never. Yeah, and that will be because obviously swimming takes a lot out of you, doesn't it? Can take a lot out of you. So there's a change in the estrogen, as I mentioned. So remembering, you're going to find that you have longer recovery periods. And it's really important when you are exercising, particularly like yourself, Samantha, when you're doing a lot of swimming, because you swim quite a bit, don't you? You need to have, it is going to be of benefit to have a rest day. Absolutely of benefit to have a rest day. So if you are if you've got a exercise regime, think about having the rest days as well. Hey Sims, how are you? Tracy Mitchell, welcome. Silver Fox, Taupe, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to go back to some tips. Okay, I'm just going to see if I've missed any questions or comments, and then I'm going to go back. Thank you for the follow, Ray. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Is it Osas? Thank you for the follow. Hi, Anita. How are you? Okay, my symptoms are back, fatigue, irritation, headache, nausea. Wow, you've got a lot going on. And nothing. Absolutely feel. Anita, have you been to see your GP? I hate when that comes on. Mute to help. Sorry, have you been to see your GP? Yeah, in the morning. Oh, so Claire, maybe that in the mornings, what you can consider is that you can do some light stretching. May be helpful. Think about that, just to consider it. Okay, thank you for the follow, Nita. Okay, I'm just going to go through some tips and then I'm going to come back to all the questions and the comments. So let's have a look at this now. So some tips. Thinking about tips for looking after your muscles. So how do you look after your muscles? Do pop it in the chat. If you are finding that you are seeing a change in your strength, you're not able to shift things how you used to shift before, or you're finding lots of aches and pains, how are you looking after yourself? Because self-care is important, you know. Self-care is really important. So I've got some tips here for looking after muscles. And what I'm going to use the word muscle, okay? So move regularly. Remember, I'm always saying the body doesn't appreciate us keeping still for long periods of time. So if we are in a job that we are sitting for long periods of time, particularly in the screen, think about getting up every so often and just walking around and just going for a short walk through the office. just movement is good. Okay, so M, move regularly. Avoid long periods of sitting. Even light activity helps. So walking, gardening or dancing keep muscles engaged and joints mobile. You have to find what works for you. Okay, so the U in muscle, use resistance. Okay, this is what we're saying. Use resistance. Add strength or resistance training 2 to 3 times a week. Remember, you don't have to be going to the gym. You can do this at home using weights, resistant bands or body weight. You can use your own body weight. Focus on compound moves like squats, lunges, push-ups or step-ups. Remembering I said to you that this was a while but last week, I use my steps. I just stand at the bottom of my steps and I step up and down on my steps for 5 minutes. Something like that is going to be useful. Remember, movement is good. So focus on compound like the squats. As I said, strength training isn't just for the gym. I've just said that. It doesn't have to be in the gym. You can do this at home. Okay. So S in muscle, the strength and support. So combined movement with stretching or yoga. Claire, I just mentioned that about stretching, right? I found that as I'm navigating further into my menopause journey, when I get up in the morning, before I go in the shower, I stretch. I just reach up to the top of the door frame because I've shrunk, I must admit. I reach up to the top of the door frame and have a good stretch, and then I will just stretch down and touch the ground as well. And I find that has helped me in the morning as well. But like I said, what works for one person may not work for someone else. So it's about finding your own rhythm. Okay, really important to find your own rhythm. Okay, so stretch. Warm up before and cool down after any workout. Really important. Warming up and cooling down after the workouts. And that could be a 5-minute stretch, cooling down. So C, care for recovery. Rest days are just as important. I just mentioned that, Samantha, didn't I? Rest days are just as important as training days. So if you are walking, swimming, any sort of activities and you are doing them on a regular basis, thinking about when am I going to have a rest day? Okay, because it will help. Sleep well and hydrate to keep muscles repair and grow. So we talk about nutrition, and nutrition does come up again. Talking about nutrition, what you're eating, keeping hydrated, very important to think about those things. Okay. So the L in muscle, lift smart. If you do lift weights or resistance training, gradually increase weights or resistance. So you can gradually increase it. So if you are, let's say you are lifting weights, I know what I found useful. I've just increased slightly. And if you get to the point where you're increasing it, and you're finding it is a struggle, then go back down. Okay, do it at your own pace, do it at your own time. So yeah, gradually increase. Small progress adds up. So focus on good form to prevent injury. So celebrate every gain. Remember to celebrate every gain, no matter how small. And the E in muscle, eat for muscle health. Remember, we talk about eating all the time. What we eat can have an impact on our bodies. So get enough protein, lean meats, fish, eggs, beans, lentils, tofu, whatever you like out of those, because not everyone's going to like those things, but find those things. Include omega-3s, vitamin D, and magnesium for muscle function. Stay hydrated. It comes up again. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can cause cramping and fatigue. I know for me, if I don't drink enough water throughout the day, I guarantee you, particularly when I'm training, if I'm training for the day and I don't drink enough water, I guarantee you by 11 a.m, midday, my calves feel like they're cramping. And that's because I've not drunk enough water. So protein and movement. Think about protein and movement are your muscles' best friends during menopause. Protein, movement. Okay, so ensure that you got your protein in and you're moving. Movement. The body likes movement, right? Welcome to the live, everyone. Welcome. So we're talking about menopause and muscles. Great yourself. Yep, definitely, Sims. Definitely. Swim a lot. I have no. I will know. Yeah, it's important to have a rest day. Absolutely. Your rest day is like you're repairing, particularly if you've done things like, I mean, swimming takes a toll. I remember I'm not a strong swimmer anyway, but swimming, I know when I do go for a swim, I feel exhausted, very tiring, and you have to give your body time to repair. Okay, I'm just checking to see what I've missed because I can see that there's a lot there. Miriam, hi Miriam, how are you? I get a tingle sensation in my legs. Have you been to see your GP about your tingling sensation in your legs? I know tingling is on the list. Tingling in the hands, tingling in the feet, tingle sensation. It is on our list of perimenopause and menopause symptoms. But I would always recommend to go and speak to your GP. Hi Dee. How much water do you suggest? 6 to 8. So you're talking about 2 litres a day. But you know, when it comes to water, drink as much as you can. Okay. Because when we have this, I think it's 2 litres a day we should be drinking. I know sometimes I drink 4 litres because my body needs it. I feel that I need that water. D, you said 6 to 8. 6 to 8. Are you talking about litres? So Sims, I've got used the yoga. What's that one? I used to go yoga, but college now. But Sim, you can do it. But you do it at home. Yeah, definitely. And this is the thing. We don't have to be thinking that we need to go to maybe classes or to the gym. We can do these things at home. There are so many apps and so many YouTube videos. There are so many online videos that we can watch to do these activities at home. And I feel once you start doing it at home, you feel confident to be consistent. It has to be consistent. I eat chicken every day. Okay. So eat chicken every day, Claire. You like chicken? Well, that's definitely getting your protein in, isn't it? Definitely getting your protein in. I think I'm going to start yoga again. That's great. And this is the thing, you have to find out what works for you and what you enjoy, right? Okay, chicken every day. Do you do different styles of chicken? Or will you have the same chicken every day? It's not a bad thing. You eat what you want to eat, right? You're definitely getting your protein in, that's for sure. Well, we have to think when we're lying down for hours. And we do, bodies don't spring out of bed. No, that's true. But I think I feel that it's beneficial to, once you're out of bed after sleeping in the evening, once you're out of bed, to do those stretches. Even though you can do stretching in bed as well. Absolutely. Usually plan with salad or veg. Okay. So you mix it up a little. Definitely mix it up a little. Great tip after a... Definitely rest days are good. I always try and have at least one rest day when I'm doing my walking and my gym. At least one rest day. What activity would you recommend? I've gained a bit of weight in my belly. Hi, Alice. Okay, with regards to recommending a specific activity, walking is good. Walking, you don't have to pay for it. It's free. And what I found, I was walking for a whole week. No, I actually walked for 10 days, 10 consecutive days I walked for, and I was able to lose weight. However, I will say it's a combination. Remember what we talked about before? I've mentioned it before. It's 80% of what we eat and 20% exercise. So if you're going to be looking at walking, and walking is good, think about what you're eating also. So you have to take both of them into consideration. It's okay walking, but if I'm going to walk and then I'm not looking at what I'm eating or how I'm eating, that's going to be counterintuitive. Okay, so walking, I would start with walking, absolutely, and increase your walking as well. I first started walking for 45 minutes, and then it extended to the point now. I walk 9 miles, about 2 hour walk, 2.5 hour walk. That's what I've increased it to over a period of I've been walking for the last probably 6 months or longer. So I've just gradually increased my walking. And when I am walking, I will ensure that I get some incline in as well. So find somewhere where you can walk, and maybe you start off walking on the flat. And again, my 2 hour walks that I do, I think it's about 9 miles. My 2 hour walks that I do, I didn't start off like that. I would start off by just walking for maybe 30 minutes, then increased. Maybe after 2-3 weeks, when I felt ready, I increased the amount of time I walked. And it's just so happened that I walk 2 hours, 2.5 hours now in the mornings. So yeah, even if you're not keen on walking, just go and have a walk for 5-10 minutes. Do it gradually. It's entirely up to you. Do as much as you can do. Listen to your body. If you start walking and your body is saying, ouch, ouch, then pace yourself. Okay? Maybe that 30-minute walk that I was going to go for, maybe I'm going to do 10-15-minute walk today. Gradually work on that. But it's so important to be consistent with what you're doing. Definitely consistent. Oh, glasses. Thank you, Dee. I just saw. So yeah, depending on the size of your glass. Okay, I drink from pint glasses. So what I would do is have about 3 or 4 pints of glasses of water a day. But I've increased my intake of water as well. But like I said, Dee, drink as much as you can manage. I remember when I started drinking lots of water, and I'm sure they said, oh, you should be drinking 2 litres of water a day. I couldn't manage 2 litres of water. I would probably drink a pint of water, and it felt like my stomach, when I was walking, I could hear water swishing about in my stomach. So again, I just reduced it and just did as much as I could at the time. So yes, do as much as you can. Yeah. Listen to your body. When your body says that you've had enough water, then stop drinking the water for the day. Thank you for sharing the live, Alice. Been menopausal for last year, please. Hi, Mariam. Welcome to the live. So you've been menopausal, premenopausal. So we call that perimenopausal, premenopausal, okay, for the last year. Mariam, we've got in the community a list of symptoms for perimenopause and menopause. It may be useful to you. If you think it's going to be useful to you, please reach out and I will send it over to you. I'll send it over to you this evening, so you can have a look at them. I'm presuming when you're saying you've been perimenopausal or premenopausal, your cycle has become erratic. Is that, yeah? User 558, welcome. Hi, yeah, I'm really struggling with the night sweats and it makes me feel sick. Okay, so night sweats. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you and understand you, because I'm telling you, I'm experiencing them now. And for some reason, my night sweats have come back when I felt I had them under control, and now I don't know what I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing differently. Why my night sweats have come back. Use a 558. There are things that you could use for night sweats. Now, I can send you a list of herbs and spices. There's things like what I was using was black coash, and I stopped using it. Maybe I need to start using it again. Black coash is supposed to be good for night sweats. I was using the liquid form of black coash. So I can send you a list again of the herbs and spices. Black coash is on there. It will tell you what the herbs and spices are, what the benefit of taking them will be, and also the suggested amount to take as well. Now, I will also say to you, the list that I send you, if you want the list, please reach out. The list that I send you, anything on there that you will feel, yes, I would like to try, it may be that you need to speak to your GP before you start trying it, particularly if you are on any medication or you've got a health condition. Please, please, please consult your GP, or go and speak to your pharmacist if your GP is not a go-to person. But sometimes you may need to consult, okay? Usually pain with, okay. What? Right, I've gone back too far. Okay, so let me just go through this and I'll come back to some more comments and questions. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness Community. We are talking about menopause and muscles this evening. We're doing a theme. We've still got coming up is menopause and hair. We've also got menopause and the digestive system, how the menopause journey can impact all these things. But tonight we're talking about menopause and muscles. So we talked about tips around looking after your muscles. And remembering I mentioned protein and movement. Think about those two things when it comes to our muscles: protein, movement. Are we moving enough? Are we having enough protein? Okay, so we can get protein from our foods. So think about mindset and motivation as well. I would encourage you to view strength as self-care. Absolutely, view your strength as self-care. Okay, it's part of that self-care journey that I've been saying. Yeah, you need to step up. We need to step up our game around self-care. It's an act of love for your body, right? When you're looking after your body, it's an act of love. So just some thoughts. I want to share some things like strong is the new calm. Strong is the new calm. And menopause is a time to rebuild, not retreat. So just think about rebuilding. There's a lot going on when we're navigating through the menopause. An awful lot going on. Okay. So as I said, be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself compassion. So important. Absolutely so important. Okay. What else is there? So, like I asked, you've said that you've noticed changes. If you notice changes in your strength, how are you staying active? The body wants to move, right? So how are you staying active? And remember, we don't have to be going to the gym. Not everyone's a gym person. We don't have to be going to the gym. There are days when I swap my gym day out and just do exercises at home. I have equipment at home, but I didn't use, the last time I worked out at home, I didn't use any equipment. As I said, I used the end of the stairs, the bottom step, stepped up and down, do stretches, do some sit-ups. You can do all those things at home, as much as you can bear, that is, right? As much as you can bear. So even if you are sitting down, you can be stretching your ankles, rotating your feet, those sort of things. Yeah. So Paula, I mentioned about how far I walk, but remembering I didn't start off that way. This is a gradual build up. Literally, my walking was probably about 30 minutes, and now I've built up to 2 hours, 2.5 hour walk. But important, consistency is so important, absolutely important. There's no point starting to walk and then you do it for about a week and then you stop. Remember, I lost weight through walking. Hi, Doc Rosie, how are you? I lost weight through walking, and that was I trialed it over 10 days, 10 consecutive days of walking. And I was actually at the time walking for an hour and a half, an hour and 30 minutes every day for 10 days. But also, I'm not just saying it was just walking. I am mindful about what I'm eating. I've totally changed my diet, totally changed my diet. And along with my walking and my exercising. So I would say from December until now, 2.5 stone just gone. But it has been consistently done. Okay. Alice, I agree. I do walking, but when I'm at work, I can't do walking. Okay, so Alice, when you're at work, I don't know what you do as a job, but when you're at work, if you get lunchtime, because not everyone gets a lunch hour, I understand. If you're at work, what you can do is, depending on the building you're in as well. I remember when I used to work for a local authority, rather than taking the lift, I'd walk up the stairs. And my office was at the top of the building. So I would just make a habit of, I'm not taking the lift anymore. I'm going to walk up the stairs. So wherever you can try and get the movement in, just try and do it. That's if you can manage the stairs. Okay, and that's if you've got stairs in the workplace as well. But this is what I'm saying. There are always going to be things that we can swap out. If you don't like to go to the gym and you're working in an office, does the office have stairs? Can you rather, instead of taking the lift, take the stairs? Just think about those things. Claire, I've had such a stressful week. Jackie and I today, I've noticed that it's taking it. I'm sorry to hear that, Claire. But listen to your body. Have you listened to your body? And if you're listening to your body, what are you doing? What's the self-care? You've said that you've had a stressful week. Stress isn't great, okay? And it's taken a toll on your body. I'm hoping that you've listened to your body. And what are you now doing for self-care? Okay? And that may be that you've given yourself, thank you for the heart, me. That may be that you've given, so cold. That may be that you've given yourself, some time out to rest. It may be that you've given yourself a foot massage, or you've given yourself a facial. You've just had a hot bath with bubbles. Little things like that. All those little things help. I have left my candles and sat on the sofa all day. Okay, you've lit your candles. That's lovely. And sat on the sofa. And you know what? I'm telling you now. I'm glad to hear that, Claire. I'm going to give you... I'm glad you've listened to your body. You've sat on the sofa all day and you've lit your candles. That is fantastic. Because you know what? A lot of the time, I always feel that, why do we feel we need to do everything in a day? Why do we feel we need to do that? I tell you, one thing this menopause has taught me, this journey, as I've been navigating through it, I've just said to myself, Jackie, why do you feel you need to clean the house in the next 4 hours? Who told you that that's the way it needs to be done? So actually, rather than clean the whole house in 4 or 5 hours and, make myself tired, I pace myself. So I say to myself that, do you know what? Today, I'm going to clean the downstairs, and I'll clean the downstairs. Or I might just vacuum parts of the house, all right? The carpeted areas, I'll vacuum and I'll sweep and I'll mop. That's it for the day. Tomorrow, particularly if you can do it this way, tomorrow I'm going to do something else. So that's what I'm doing. Because who told us that the house has to be cleaned in so many hours in a day? I feel that my menopause journey has started to make me reflect on how my behavior is, in terms of I'm always doing everything. I must do everything now. Everything has to get done in this order, everything. No, actually, I'm going to do it how I want to do it, and I'm going to pace myself for it. It's going to be there tomorrow. The house is going to be there tomorrow. And actually, it's okay if I just do the sweeping and the mopping today, moving the furniture. I did it. Started on, a Tuesday. And what I done on the Tuesday, I just decided that I'm going to clean all the household appliances and clean the fridge and the freezer out. That was it for the day. Done that one day. The next day I did something else. The next day I did something else. Because I'm thinking to myself, who said I need to clean the house in that manner? Why do we feel we need to do everything in a day? Yeah, we need to stop sometimes and just reflect on what we're doing and why we're doing it. Why? We learn things. Again, I'm going to go back to learning, unlearning and learn again. We can learn a different way of doing things. It's still going to get done, but it's just going to take a bit of a longer... It's going to take a week rather than a day, but it's okay. Today I felt... Yes, well, that is lovely to hear. All this self-care, I love it. All this self-care, absolutely love it. We need to boss up on our self-care because one thing, we need to put ourselves first. Okay, we're always running around for our families, our children, if we've got children. We're always running around for, our partners, our husbands, always doing something. When do we ever stop to say, okay, this is going to be for me? And actually to everyone else, no, I'm not going to do that for you today because I'm going to focus on me. This is my time now. There's nothing wrong with that. We need to do it more. And I feel that's what as well the menopause has made me stop and reflect. Actually, all these people I used to say yes to, I'm saying no now. Because no, I don't feel like doing it. Or no, I don't want to do it. Or actually, no, I can't do it. I'm not able to do it. No. They'll get over it. They'll get over it pretty quickly. Yeah, it's okay to say no. Hi, Karen. How do you get rid of brain fog? Please go through menopause. Hi, Karen. It's not... You can manage it. So at the moment, my brain fog, I use lion's mane. This is a tea. Lion's mane is in different forms. So it can be in powder. It can be tablets, capsules, tea bags. I use tea bags. So I'm now going to consider using my tea bag, not just drinking it in the morning or in the evening. I'm just going to make it up because you can drink it cold. So Karen, what you might find useful is our list of herbs and spices, supplements that I can send over to you so you can have a look through to see if you find it useful. But there are going to be things out there that you can use to support your brain fog. As I said, my lion's mane, it works wonders. And someone in the community recommended it to me. I don't remember who, but someone in the community recommended it to me. And I found the best one that I was searching for was the tea bags. And yeah, it's fantastic. I drink one in the morning and one in the evening sometimes, if not twice a day, once a day. And I've noticed that it really helps with my brain fog. Does anyone else have any suggestions as well? Because it could be something else that you found. Let us know. Share it. Today I went to the 2-hour spa session at Wimbledon Leisure Centre. There was a... Oh, lovely, lovely. You do a lot of swimming and you go spa. That's fantastic. Self-care. Absolutely self-care. So yes, I can send out the list of herbs and spices. I can send out the list of foods that are going to be useful to eat during the menopause. I can send out lists of symptoms through perimenopause and menopause. I can send out lists of supplements. We've got a food list, a second food list as well now. Nuts as well. Lots of things. Doc Rosie, how are you? I finally gave up my Superwoman uniform because of... Yes. Yes. You know what? Thank you for sharing that, Doc Rosie, because you know what? We don't have to be Superwoman. We really don't need to be Superwoman. We cannot be everything to everyone. If we're trying to be everything to everyone, then what are we doing for ourselves? Because we tend to stop when we're doing everything for everyone, we're not even thinking about ourselves, and that's not good. Absolutely not good. And Doc Rosie is going to be speaking her truth on, because you know we've got Speak Your Truth segments. We're bringing this back, Speak Your Truth, and I've invited menopause warriors to come up to the community and speak their truth. So Doc Rosie will be speaking her truth on the 2nd of November. That's next Sunday, right? Hold on a minute. Is it November next week already? My goodness me. Yes, Doc Rosie, you're going to be speaking your truth, aren't you? Is it next Sunday or the Sunday after? I can't believe it's the... Yes. Yes. So if anyone wants to come up and speak their truth, let me know and I'll get a slot during the lives and come and speak your truth. Because you know what? I really want to encourage this, because this journey can feel lonely. And hearing another warrior's story, their truth, can give you that light bulb moment that, gosh, I'm not the only one going through this. I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. Okay, so we're going to start sharing. People are going to start speaking their truth on here more than what is happening now. So yeah, if we finish, I finished talking about the muscles, and you know, again, if you want any information about this, please let me know. Sims, how do you stop dry skin? How do we stop dry skin? Good question. Again, there's things that you can use. Avocados are good for skin, dry skin and itchy skin. Sims, I'm sure you've heard of my story, my avocado story, that I was experiencing itchy skin. I was experiencing itchy vagina, basically. And I went to the GP and I got given some cream and it wasn't working. 28 days of eating half an avocado, my itching disappeared completely. Half an avocado for 28 days. I just ate. If you don't like eating avocado, Samantha puts avocado on her skin. Samantha, how's that going, by the way? How is that going? Samantha uses avocado on her skin because she doesn't like to eat avocados. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for sharing the live. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. We meet up every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 8 p.m. British summertime. And we talk about the menopause. We have guest speakers. There's lots of things we do in the community. If you are not part of the community and you would like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow. Hi, Caroline. I bought myself some potted plants, bit of greenery. Good. Oh, fantastic. This is the thing. These little things, someone else may see that and think, well, that doesn't help, but it helps you. This is your journey. Whatever helps you is going to help you. And, you know, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Do you know what? There's some days when I get up and I think to myself, do you know what? I've got so much to do today. And I think, bug it. I don't want to do anything today. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to take the time. I go for a walk, come back, and I just relax. I have a relaxed day. And I don't beat myself up about it. Absolutely don't beat myself up about it. Jackie, the avocado scrub is definitely helping my skin crawling. Oh, fantastic to hear. Great tip. Avocados. Sims, the avocado, it helps with the dry skin. And the thing is, think about using oil. Do a skin test if you haven't used the oils before. All I put on my skin is argan oil. I actually use argan oil. It's 100% argan oil. And that's what I use on my skin. And I found out that my skin as well, I'm eating avocado anyway every day. So try I can send you the list of things as well. I can send you the list of things. Why am I going back on my comments? NKB35, welcome, welcome. Okay. Listening. Okay, good. Yeah, so Karen, there's going to be things that you will try. Remember, I've said it again. I'm going to say it again. When you are navigating through your menopause journey, you are definitely going to be navigating through a second journey alongside the menopause journey. This is going to be a journey. Hi, Just Empress, how are you? This is going to be another journey. This is going to be a journey of trying to identify what works for you. It's trial and error. We don't know what's going to work for us until we try it. But if we're going to try it, let's be consistent with it. There's no point being not being consistent and saying that it's not working after you've only used it 3 times in 2 weeks. Absolutely, NKB35. Every little movement helps. It's so important to move. We have to move our bodies. Okay? So as much as you can. Katika, welcome to the live. Thank you for the follow. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. So Rachel, hi. How can you add more protein if I'm vegetarian? Right, okay, so that's a good question, Rachel. We can find out. You can take, let me see, there's foods. You're vegetarian, aren't you? There's always a way around it. I'm just going to check something. Protein in, because you're just going to get protein. You can get protein in vegetables. So you're going to look at things like, so protein in vegetables. You're going to look at things like, I can send you a list over. So high protein vegetables. What is this? So high protein vegetables. You have got, I can never say these beans properly. Are they called endamine beans? I can never pronounce it properly. Endami beans. Am I pronouncing it correctly? I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Endami beans and spinach. You can get protein from. You're also, you're just going to have to up. Almonds are good for protein as well, Rachel. I can send you a list over. Reach out and I can send you a list, because you're just going to have to up what you're eating already. If you don't eat these things, then you can eat, but definitely spinach. I think they're Indami beans. No, I'm not pronouncing them right. I can send you a list over. Okay. Let me just see. What's the time? Time check, 44. So to just shout out my community ambassadors. Just Empress, Samantha, Claire, Lulu, Poetic Angel. Thank you. Mina, welcome. What's your view on wild yam? Oh, I've heard that's really good. You can take, some people take the capsules as well. Yams. My mum always told me yams. Eat yams. And I got fed up of eating them, because what I would do is buy the yams, cut them up, cook them, put them in the freezer, and then defrost them when I'm ready to eat. And I got fed up of eating yams. But wild yam cream is supposed to be good. And capsules, they're supposed to be good. This is the thing. Trial and error. We don't know what is going to be good for us until we try it. What's going to work for us until we try it. So you have to give it time and see if it works for you. Absolutely see if it works for you. But be consistent with it. Let me see if I'm in the same. I use how saying no. Claire. Hi, Claire. I have itching. What cream do you think is the best? Itching on the skin or itching downstairs? Either way, I got rid of my itching by eating half an avocado for 28 days. It's gone completely. And Samantha's just shared that her avocado scrub that she's using, because Samantha doesn't like eating avocados, so she uses it on the skin. Go and get some avocados. Absolutely get some avocados. Do a skin test, patch test first to see if you're allergic to it, if you've not used it before, and then go for it. The itching, I'm telling you, Samantha has also shared that it's been helping with her skin crawling. She's been feeling the skin crawling, and it's been helping as well. I would stand by avocados. I'm telling you, avocado is a holy grail. I'm telling you, Claire, absolutely. We don't realize an avocado is on our food list. Absolutely on our food list. I just make it a part of my daily life now. And I haven't, touched wood, no itching. My itching is totally gone. I'm itch free. Itch free. Brain fog, don't multitask. Use aids like notebooks, sticky pads. Absolutely, Doc Rosie. Do you know what? Again, I would say that multitasking is not, all this thing about, we can multitask. Do one thing at a time. Absolutely do one thing at a time, right? Because that's just going to put stresses on you. If I eat too much sugar, I get a massive sugar drop. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Colette, welcome, Colette. Sugar. We try and sugar, if we can try and stay away from it as much as we can, it will help. You will notice the difference. I noticed the difference within a week of stop taking refined sugar. I mean, I stopped using refined sugar in my diet for about 5-6 years now anyway. But I don't eat things like chocolates. I don't eat cakes, biscuits, crisps. Don't eat them. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll hold my hands up. Once in a blue moon, I will have. The other day, I was at work on Sunday carrying out, doing a medic cover, and I had a Kit Kat. I really didn't enjoy it because my body is not used to eating those things like that anymore. So yeah, try and cut down on your sugar if you can. These things, you'll do it in your own time, but sugar's not great. And the thing is, cravings, it's not just sugar cravings. Cravings is on the symptom list of perimenopause and menopause. We've literally got 11 minutes before we finish. Hi Tony. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You see, this is the thing. We decide to do something, and do you know what? Sometimes it doesn't work for us. Please don't beat yourself up about it. Go and speak to your GP and say to them, it doesn't work for me. Just let them know you've tried it, and let them know the impact it's having on you. And just let them know it's not working for you. Thank you, Just Empress. I know I've got the time check. Listen, my clock watcher's in the house. Healthy fats. Yes, D, it is. And that's, avocado is a healthy fat, right? So those of you who are new to the community, if I haven't, by 9 o'clock, I do stop at 9. If I haven't commented, if I haven't mentioned your comment or answered your question, I will go into the comments afterwards, after the live has ended, and I will answer your questions and send you a message and answer your question. That's only if I can message you. If your DMs are turned off, I'm not going to be able to message you. How you can get hold of me is either send me a DM or send me an email. Is it Hakta? Sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Hello, what can I take for tiredness and muscle cramps and sinus? Oh, okay. Again, we talked about the muscles today, the importance of movement, also the importance of being mindful about what we are eating, okay? What we are eating, and being consistent about how we eat. I can send you a list. Please reach out to me and I'll send you a list. I'm always going to refer to lists. I've got lists of foods. I've got lists of herbs and spices. I've got lists of supplements. Lists upon lists upon lists. Please feel free to reach out. DM me and say to me, Jackie, please can I have the list for, and let me know and I'll send it over to you. Also, if you don't DM me, thank you very much, Doc Rosie. If you don't DM me, you can also email me. Go into the email link on the profile, the community profile, and just click on email and send me a link. Click on the link, sorry. I'm talking back to front this evening. Click on the link and send me an email. Thank you for the follow, Larry. Larry Babe. RSUJ7. Welcome to the live. I'm gaining too much weight. What can I do? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. That's something that can happen. Vitamin E is good. Yep, definitely. That's something that can happen during the menopause, that we gain weight. And that is because, the estrogen is declining. And like I said, we can put around, and even with our muscles, we can put a lot of weight on the abdomen area. So what I would first recommend to you is think about carrying out a food diary if you haven't done already, because sometimes when we are so busy with life, when life is lifing, we tend to not think about what we are consuming. We are just grabbing as we go, and we're not being mindful about what we're eating or how we're eating. So carry out a food diary, okay? And the food diary over a period of maybe 7 days. And after the 7th day, look at how you're eating and try and identify. I'm happy to look at your food diaries as well once you've done it. Identify any trends. Are you drinking enough fluids? Are you eating enough, protein? What exactly are you eating? How you're eating? But when you are documenting your food, once you're documenting your food and what you're eating, document everything. That piece of cake that you just nibbled on, document it. Yeah. Claire, there was a fantastic live to stumble upon. Oh, thank you. Off now. Thank you. Hope to see you soon. Anyway, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays we're here at 8:00 British summertime. Definitely try some avocado scrub. It's fantastic. So when your avocados are going off, don't throw them out. Make a scrub. Make a facial. Wash with your avocado. Use it as a body wash. Key Success. Hi. How are you? Yes, so you're welcome, Karen. Okay, you're welcome. Always do your due diligence. Do your research. As much as I say, oh, this could work for you, do your own research. Okay, everyone's body is different. Everyone's going to react differently to things. So do your research, and please remember what I said about if you're on any medication or have any health conditions, you will need to go and speak to your GP. Consult your GP about it. Can I take this? Can I take that? Okay, I take CMOS. I just got my new batch of CMOS in today. So I take a lot of CMOS as well. I take it every day. First thing in the morning, last thing in the evening before I go to bed. A tablespoon of it. Now, I know for someone who's on a lot of medication, particularly medication for high blood pressure, CMOS may not work for them. So you have to do your due diligence and just check out what you are going to take if you're going to take anything new. Speak to your GP, maybe speak to your pharmacist as well. Your pharmacist can do that, speak to you about these things. time. I can see just Empress. I know you're going to be typing in a minute what the time is. I clocked the time. We have got 4 minutes left. Yes, Rachel, DM me or send me an email. The email for the Menopause Wellness Community is in the link in the bio. Click on the link and it will open up the email and you can just send me across. What's your view on wild? Okay, I did that. Itching, Claire, do your avocado. I'm telling you, my itching has gone, completely gone, and the medication the GP gave me. Bless, how are you? Willis, how are you? The GP gave me medication, it didn't work. Avocado's done the job. No itching whatsoever. Thank you for the follow, Wheezy. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much, Just Empress. I see that. I see you. Do you have a food list? I do. Doc Rosie, we do have food lists. We have 2 food lists. And we have nuts as well as a list. Reach out to me and I'll send it over to you this evening. We have lists upon lists upon lists. And if we don't have the list, I'll create the lists. Had with my dinner. Yes, Sims. Right. Okay. So 57. Again, thank you, Just Empress, for the time check. Vag dryness. Jane, thank you. Again, avocados. Dryness, itching. Avocados. Absolutely. Avocados. I'll put my money on it. If you don't eat it, mash it up. Use it as a wash down there. Just don't add anything to it. Amazing positive live. Thank you. Thanks, Claire. Okay. 2 minutes left. I'm timing. I can see Just Empress sending me another time. Positive live this evening. Thank you. Yes, so we talked about this evening, menopause and muscles, how the menopause impacts our muscles. Ladies, menopause warriors, take care of yourself. Step up on your self-care. Please step up on your self-care. Okay? We don't have to be doing everything that we think we do it in one day. Pace yourselves. Step up your self-love. Give yourself kindness. Give yourself grace. Give yourself some compassion. Okay? Today's Sunday. We're next on here on Tuesday. I think we've got 2 more of these themed lives. One is on menopause and hair, and one is on menopause and the digestive system. And I think that'll be it for all our themed lives. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find something else to talk about. Sophie, I'm trying to ask a quick question, but not answering. Okay, what's your question, Sophie? What is your question? I'll answer your question before I go. Let me see Sophie's question. Hi, Laws. Yeah, so do your food diary for weight loss first and foremost. Sophie, what's your question? Thank you for the follow, Sophie. I'm looking for Sophie's question. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Thank you for the likes. We are back on Tuesday. We're back on Tuesday. Sophie, I cannot see your question anywhere. Oh, thank you. Sophie. It's 9 o'clock. Let me see if you enjoyed tonight's live. I'm just trying to find Sophie's live. What for acne my doc prescribed? Oh my goodness me. Loz, that's not good. Don't take... Oh, Loz, I'm going to reach out to you. I'm hoping your DMs are open. I'm going to reach out to you. Antidepressants are not for acne. That is just beyond me. Beyond me. We need... Look, if our GP's giving us antidepressants for things like that, we need to ask the questions. Why? Okay, I'm going to go and find your question and I'm going to go and answer it. Any questions that have been asked, Sophie, you're not answering me. I cannot even see your question, Sophie. So I'm going to go and look for your question in the comments when I come off, and I'm going to answer your question. As long as you got your DMs open, I can answer, because I cannot see your question at all. Okay, so I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go and okay, it must be a filter. Send it in the DMs, Sophie, and I'll answer it, or email me and I'll answer it, because I cannot see a question at all. Okay, everyone, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to sign off in 2 ways. I'm going to send a virtual hug to everyone. Virtual hug. And the second way, you're not alone. Absolutely not alone. If you feel alone after the live has ended, please reach out to someone who you trust, someone that will listen, and then someone that will understand you. Okay. Stay blessed, everyone. I will see you all on Tuesday. All of those comments and questions, I'm going to answer them now. Please DM me or send me an email. Stay blessed, everyone. Have a good start to your week tomorrow. Bye, and I'll see you on Tuesday.